Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing very well. Thank you for tuning in to today's video. So I thought I would do something a little bit fun, a little bit cute as well. So I thought I would do an almost full face of mini products. So these are products that I have kind of accumulated over the kind of months, years that I've been using makeup, and essentially just using small versions of them. So I'll be going through the products obviously, and I'll be talking about kind of, you know, the comparison in price between like the big and the small. So I'm going to start off with foundation, and I've actually got like quite a high-end product, but I actually got this as a sample. So on Facebook you get like advertisements of like get a free sample of this and this and that, and I've always been quite intrigued to see if people actually are sent things, so I thought I'd try it out. And I actually got a super mini version of YSL foundation. So this is called the Touche Éclat Le Teint. So I've completely butchered that, but I got it in BD25, which is warm beige, and I have tried this a couple of times and I really like it. Yeah, the tiny little sample of this, it's really cute, it's so fun, and it actually is a great way for people to use you know, makeup if they're not so confident. And you know, again, this, like the full size of this is £35, and I got it for free in the post. Obviously I had to like enter all my information, and it always like sending emails and stuff, but you know, it's not too bad. But let me just get this on. And of course, when you're looking online, you're never too sure about, you know, if it's going to match you, but I thought I would just kind of go for it. And I mean, if it's too dark, I won't have to try it on. If it's too light, I can always like darken it up with maybe like a bronzer or something. But again, I haven't put like too much amount on because I didn't want to go absolutely crazy. I'm just going to add a little bit more. I won't be using like tiny brushes. I have got some tiny brushes to use in like my in my eyeshadow a bit later, but I'm just adding a bit more because this foundation, you know, is quite buildable. But honestly, like I'm not going out after like it's, you know, 7 o'clock in the evening. I'm just doing this makeup, you know, for you guys, just doing a little video. You probably can't tell a huge difference in this light, but the coverage is really nice. I didn't actually prime because I don't have a mini primer, apologies. I don't have a mini setting powder either, so I will skip over that. But I just have a couple of other products as well that I wanted to show you guys. And you know, I was racking my brain and I was like, what video can I do? And I haven't run out of ideas already. It's just I wanted to do something a little bit fun. I do have some other videos coming up, like Saturday I will be doing my get ready with me, because I'm finally going to see Slipknot and Behemoth. It's been such a long time. I've been waiting for that gig to happen. I'm so excited. I'm excited to see my friends as well because I haven't seen them in so long. But like probably like I mentioned before, it's been my first time seeing Slipknot. I know I've been a fan for like since I was about 16, just like that whole typical, you know, getting into metal and really enjoying some like amazing bands. And I've never had the chance to see them, and I don't know why. I guess if every time they've played, it's been in locations that I haven't really enjoyed or whatever, but it's going to be like my fourth time seeing Behemoth, so I'm very excited about that. I'm so excited. I'll be doing a whole video about them and everything, so that'll probably be out either on Saturday or Sunday, maybe on Sunday because Saturday's obviously the gig, and I kind of just want to have a good time. I'll try and insert videos if that happens, we'll see. Okay, so the next product I'm going to be using is a mini blush by Benefit. This is the California. I absolutely love the smell of this. Every time I use it, it just reminds me of candy. It just reminds me of sugar. It's so good. So this I purchased in like a mini set, because a while ago I applied for a job at Benefit. I got through to the interview process, which was quite good. Obviously I didn't get the job, which was totally fine because I don't think I am that confident maybe applying makeup on other people, but you know, it's okay. I'm slowly, you know, I can barely do my own but I'm getting there. But when I first tried this out, I absolutely loved it. Again, apart from the smell, the color itself is really just nice and softening, and you can see inside it's got a nice little design on it. We absolutely love. If you're a fan of makeup, you would know about this blush. And obviously the bronzers that I haven't really used, because I don't really bronze, to be honest. I kind of like to just go with the flow when it comes to my makeup. If I'm too pale, that's just how it is. The biggest size for this is actually £15, which is an insane amount of money for just a blush. But I guess Benefit are quite a, they're not a luxury brand, you know, they're in Boots and they're in Debenhams, which aren't always like the most high end of locations, but they still do have some really nice products. And also when it comes to like highlighter, I got the mini soft focus, so I'm just trying to remember what it was called. And I guess it's a good thing that I don't have a setting powder, because this is actually like a liquid, kind of like a, is, yeah, it's like a not a powder basically, but it's just a liquid highlighter. But I love using this. You're probably not going to be able to see it on here. There you go, you can kind of see that roughly. But I'm going to try and just, you know, I love highlighters so much, and every time I've tried to apply this, it kind of looks a little bit sticky on my face. But again, we're not going too crazy today. We're just doing something nice and simple. Oh, yep, there's a bit, there's a bit. And I think I'm gonna have to like blend it out just a little bit, because I don't want it to just be too streaky basically. Again, my lighting in here is not perfect and you probably can't see anything, but you can see just a little bit here. What am I doing? Yeah, so originally the bigger version of this is £27. I got this and the blush and maybe one other product in like a little gift set, which was quite nice. But like I mentioned, when I applied for a job at Benefit, I was like, okay, I need to actually see how the products work. And I did use a couple of the products before I went for an interview. But I'm not sure why they didn't give me the job. They kind of said that they probably, I don't know what it was so weird. They were just like, they took such a long time to get back to me. It took them maybe a few weeks, and I was just like, I know I'm probably not getting the job, but I'd like to know if I'm getting it or not. But essentially I do like Benefit products. They're, you know, for me just a little bit pricey, but one day I'm sure I'll be able to afford higher end products, we'll see. But now we're moving on to the eyes, and this is a palette I really love, and I've not tried the big version, but I saw this, I think I saw this, I got this on Beauty Bay, and I saw it on sale, and I love a sale, who doesn't love a sale? But then I thought I would just purchase it to see how the colors work out. And it's a Zoeva caramel milk, hang on, melange, I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it. But as soon as I saw the shadows and the colors on this palette, I absolutely love it. There's no mirror, yay. So I love nudes, I love reds, and as soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, I think this was about £10 at the time, but originally the bigger version is £14, and it's like, I think it's about that big, so I think this was so much more cheaper than that. But I love using this. The color payoff is amazing. I'm gonna just do a little swatch for you guys, and boom, that is so pretty. And then they've got some nice shimmers in there as well. Let's go. Yes, again, sorry, the lighting in this room is a bit too bright. I'm sorry, I can't, you know, change it right now. We've got some blinds down because it is quite dark outside, but again, the light is just on top, but that's fine. I have some mini eyeshadow brushes. They're so cute. I got them from Primark, and I think they were just a couple of pounds. They come in like a little set like this, and I love using them, especially if I'm going, like if I'm traveling somewhere, if I'm doing something after work, and I just want to take a couple little brushes with me with like a mini palette. This is perfect. So I'm going to go in with Universal Delight, which is the transition shade just just at the top of my lid. Like I mentioned, and most of the time I do in these videos, I'm not going to do anything too crazy because, you know, I'm just gonna take it off after I finish, but I don't want to do anything too boring for you guys, just so you don't think I'm some kind of like basic makeup person. Sometimes I am, but it depends. You know, if you follow me on my Instagram, you'll see that I love doing kind of out there colors. I love, you know, my blues and my greens and my purples and everything else. So sometimes, you know, when I'm going to work, I like to be a bit out there, and I don't know why, I just feel like it's a way for me to like just do what I love, which is put on makeup and just have fun when, you know, I'm just going to work. And you know, it makes me feel quite happy when people go, your makeup looks amazing today, and I'm like, okay, it just took me like 10 minutes to do, but thank you, I really appreciate it. But I must admit, I know I am quite vain, so if you look at my Instagram, 80% of it is just me taking pictures of myself. But that's what Instagram is for. So the next colour I'm going in is with Start Soft, which is this middle one just at the top, and it is a nice dark nude colour, so it's going to go in the crease. And I love this palette. It's tiny, but it has a nice punch to it. Like I mentioned, the bigger one is 14. Oh, actually, hang on, no, sorry, this palette is actually £14, sorry. The bigger one I'm not so sure, but you can get them on Beauty Bay, and you can get them in Selfridges and, you know, just the usual places online to get makeup. So I'm just doing a rough out at the top, as you can see. I'm just going to do the other eye as well. So have you guys been enjoying my videos? You know, my last video was about my volunteering. I got so many nice comments from my friends saying, you know, that they were really proud of me and they were happy with me telling my story, and I really appreciate that. And I appreciate everyone who likes my videos and, you know, likes and, you know, has subscribed. I'm really happy just to keep on doing this for you guys. And I know that my uploading is so random, but genuinely when I upload, it's because I have some spare time. So like today I did my volunteering and I got home about 5:30, and I thought I'd just chill out a bit with my husband, and then, you know, I thought I would just do a video because I haven't done one in a couple of days. But I thought the next thing I'm going to do is on Saturday, but it's going to be me hopefully doing a bit of an extravagant look. I kind of have an idea of what style I'd like to do, but if I can pull it off, we'll see. So the next one I'm going to go in with is 182 degrees Celsius, which is at this bottom here. It's a beautiful shimmer and it picks up so much. It's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna just put that at the bottom of my lid, and just like I mentioned, I'm not doing anything too crazy. I'm not like packing any punch in, but I just wanted to, you know, keep you guys interested in my videos. Basically, I know a lot of people have said, oh, you know, I just watch the videos because I think you're interesting, and I'm like, well, you know, makeup's not for everyone, and I like to talk a lot of rubbish sometimes, but you know, if people like that, then thank you, I really appreciate it. It makes me happy, it keeps me going, it gives me confidence of like even talking in front of a camera, because I don't think I'd ever, you know, would have done that in like a million years. Like when I was younger, I was a bit shy, but I was very like outgoing, and I used to love just like talking, and I can imagine not a lot of people would have liked that, but I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna live my life, live my best life, and if I'm annoying, then I'm annoying, I don't care, it's fine. But anyway, I'm not trying not to trail off again, but yes, so that is the Zoeva palette. I do have another Zoeva palette, but the payoff in it is not as amazing as this one. Let me just show you guys. I do not have a mini eyeliner, but I do have like a mascara, and I was just realizing that I've never put on a mascara in these videos, just because again, I don't go out after filming some videos, so for me putting on mascara is such effort. It's such effort to like get rid of it. But today I actually found my mini. It's a Too Faced Better Than Sex mini. I got this in, I'm trying to remember, I got this in like a set. I think it was when Too Faced and Kat Von D like a little collab. They had like a mini purse. With one side it had like her cat, and the other side it had like his dog on it. And it came with 2 products of each, and I think this was one of those, or I could be mistaking it, I could be confused. But essentially I did say on my Twitter that I'm not going to be following Too Faced that much anymore because of the whole Mickey Tutorials controversy when his sister was saying some not very nice things about trans, you know, with just Nikki Tutorials, and then just trying to defend herself, and Jared like firing her. But you know, I'm not a tea channel, I'm not gonna talk about that. But I thought, you know, I have loved Too Faced. They were one of the first products that I started liking, like high-end products. But then all of a sudden you just kind of, people who represent that company are just angry and full of hate, and you kind of, you know, Nikki's done such an amazing thing to tell the world, even though it wasn't her own doing. You know, she was being blackmailed, she was being threatened, and you know, good for her for being the person to kind of go, I'm not gonna let these people ruin my life, I am just gonna tell everyone about me and about who she is, and you know, her teenage years. And you know, good for her. I've been following Nikki Tutorials for such a long time. I think she's amazing. She makes me so happy whenever I watch her videos. And yeah, I like fully support everything that she does. I think she's wonderful. I'm so excited for her and her fiance Dylan when they get married. I'm sure she's going to look amazing and beautiful. So yeah, I thought I would just try this out just because it's the only mini mascara I've got. This version is actually £12. This mini is £12. I think the bigger one is going to be much more than that, but that's fine. I probably won't purchase the big one. A lot of people are obsessed over this mascara, but I don't see anything special about it. But we're going on to the last item now, which is the lipstick. And again, another controversial company, Kat Von D. As we probably know now, she doesn't actually own any of the makeup brand anymore. I never personally had any problems with her, but you know, the whole thing with Jeffree Star and that, I was just a bit like, this is boring, it's got nothing to do with me. I love his stuff, I love his makeup, it's wonderful. And her makeup I actually quite like as well. Her foundation is amazing. It was one of the first like full coverage foundations that I ever bought, and I love it, and I still have it. And I wore it on my wedding, and her concealer as well was so great. And her lipsticks are awesome. This is in Lovecraft. It's a nice nude. I love this. This was part of, actually I think this was part of that little set that she did with Too Faced. She did that and a darker one, which I believe is called EXO. I love the names of them because she's a big like metalhead, and she has like Slayer and Motorhead and Lovecraft and everything else. Like the names are awesome. And yeah, this lipstick is great. Like they last all day. Obviously this is like a mini. The bigger versions are £18. And I know sometimes they have sales on particular colors, obviously the ones that don't sell very well. But yeah, this is my finished look of minis. I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section, of course, down below. If you have any questions, same thing. If you want to follow me on my Instagram, on my Twitter, and please tune in on like Saturday or Sunday, I think it might be Sunday, when I do my get ready with me when I go to see Slipknot. Yay, I'm so excited. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. I would love that so much. But thank you guys, take care, bye.